This video is going to be a review about the 5 perfumes that I bought from Menworks recently. But before I do that, I do need to give you, something that I noticed with Menworks that I didn't really like. And from the brand's perspective, I'm not complaining, but as a consumer, I think you should take note of the fact what I'm trying to address over here. So before I get started with the review is going to be in the timestamp. If in case you want to skip to it, you can. But if in case you want to listen to what I have to say or observed about this particular brand and the way the perfumes are getting launched, then stick with me for some time. So I personally feel, this is my personal opinion, that Menworks as a brand is trying to create a FOMO or kind of a trap. Why do I say that? Every single time I'm getting a new perfume and I'm thinking about reviewing it, I'm spending time with it. Before I could speak about this particular perfume, another gets launched. So I get another one. I spend time with this, another gets launched. So like that, every single month a new perfume is coming up, and I just checked the website. I saw 2 more are coming soon. A small quick break in between the video. I just wanted to let you know that Elixbloom is running a sale because of their first anniversary, which is on 30th of this month. So if in case, you can see a code popping up on your screen right now, which will give you some discounts if in case you're going and purchasing from Elixbloom. So till the stock lasts, until the offer lasts, go and use the coupon code that you are seeing on your screen as of now. Use it if in case you're trying to buy a perfume, and see, at the end of the day, if you're getting a good deal out of the lot, then go ahead and purchase, or completely skip it. Completely your choice. My job was to come and let you know that there is some discounts running, and if in case you can get the benefit, go ahead and use it. With that, let's get back to the video. So in this vicious cycle, I feel as a consumer, it's very easy to get into the trap or the FOMO that nothing is enough. You buy one, and just about when you're getting to know the perfume, you're thinking, okay, let me enjoy this. Bam, another comes. Now you might be feeling this is not enough. I need to get the other one as well. And slowly, you are kind of, piling up your shelves. And if in case you are doing that, at least do these with the samples. I am not an advocate. I will not say get a full bottle or get a sample, but at least I'm trying to save you some money. If it's like you want to enjoy the DNA or you want to experience the DNA, samples are great. But if in case you enjoyed something and now you feel, okay, I can commit to a full bottle, then go ahead with the 50 ml one. I think it would be better. But please know, there is a limit to buying and collecting perfumes and storing it if in case you are not a perfume enthusiast. If you're using it for your day-to-day affair, 5 to 6 perfumes are more than enough, quite frankly. And how many times you're just going to try perfumes from one single brand? So in this video, what I'm going to do is, if in case you are confused as to which perfume you should buy in 2026 from Menworks, I think this video is going to be helpful for you. By the way, this is not a bash video or a rant video. I just wanted to call out what I saw, and I just wanted to let you know. And every time you're purchasing a perfume, try to be a bit more mindful. That is it. So let's get started with the review now. And I will share with you my experiences with each of the perfumes. If in case they are clones or inspirations to some of the designer or niche fragrances, how close they are, what is the projection, what is the longevity. And if I were you, which one I would buy first and which one I will buy last. So it's kind of a ranking kind of a video as well, okay? So let's get started with the first perfume, which is Legend. Legend is basically Menworks' creation, which tries to sit between Percival and Kaaf. Kaaf, Ahmed al-Maghribi Kaaf, is something that is again an inspiration, Abercrombie, Fitch and Fierce. So there is also another perfume from Ajmal, which is Ajmal Blue. So it's nothing new, but what Menworks did with Legend is absolutely stunning. Stunning as a whole. Why? Because Kaaf has a note of lotus in it, which I think is a bit more headache-inducing. Percival, on the other hand, is a bit more smooth. But Percival kind of, I feel, lacks in the performance part, where Kaaf is like nuclear, beast mode, long-lasting. Coming from a freshy perspective, it's the most nuclear perfume that I have actually used in that particular price segment. What Legend tries to do is kind of find a balance between the two. So it kind of sits right between Percival and Kaaf, making it a very super versatile option for somebody looking for a fresh category fragrance, which needs performance and projection as well as longevity. And it has got a very clean, detergenty vibe coming from the perfume. And it has got some herbal notes, aquatic notes, something that is very, very, very refreshing for the summers. I think this is something which can work as a very good office perfume or a perfume that you can use in your workplace, school, college. It's not that offensive, it will not disturb anybody around, but at the same time will make you feel very, very, very clean and fresh. And the projection on this one is absolutely wonderful. Around 1 hour to 1 hour 15 minutes, this is going to project properly. And the longevity on this one is also great. Around 5 to 6 hours, this is going to last easily on your clothes. Ahmed Al-Maghribi Kaaf is in the spectrum of over here. Percival is in the spectrum of over here. In both in terms of the scent profile, performance, longevity, this is right in the middle. And something that I can absolutely recommend to you if in case you are looking for a DNA based on Kaaf, but Kaaf has always made you feel a bit, nauseating, or it has induced headache in you, then this is a really good option. Legend from Menworks. And all the perfumes over here, the samples are 240 to 399 max. You can, when I'm talking about them, I will put the screenshots so that it's easy for you to locate what the pricing is. But the full bottles of these perfumes are all available under 1,000 rupees. So all of them are super versatile when it comes to the pricing as well. So that's Legend coming from Menworks. I will do the ranking after I have completed speaking about all of them, okay? So next, let's talk about Gris. Gris is basically Menworks' inspiration on the DNA of Gris Dior. And to be honest, if in case I have to dumb down the perfume for you, this is a rose-based perfume with some fresh citruses and florals at the top. And if in case you have used Velvet Sin, Velvet Sin is a perfume that comes from Menworks itself. I have spoken about it. I will put a card over here just so that you can, refer to it if in case you want to. Velvet Sin had got a very jammy rose and it had got a bit of oudi character at the dry down, and it was very thick and heavy. It was a perfume which is nuclear mode, something that would stay on your clothes and radiate like crazy. Gris, on the other hand, is a bit more safer than that, and I feel that if in case you're looking for a everyday rose-based fragrances, you love rose, you love the floral aspect, but you also need some freshness in it, and you need that perfume to be light. Not something that will fade away, but you want it to be light, not sticky and choking. In that case, Gris from Menworks is a really good option. Reason, this kind of captures around 75 to 80% of that particular DNA from Gris. However, Gris Dior has got a bit more character and depth into it. Obviously, the ingredients that has been used, the blending quality, you're paying a premium, you're getting that premium feel when you're buying the designer, that is for sure. But is Gris from Menworks bad? Absolutely no. It's a good perfume, a very good floral perfume based on rose, and whoever has bought Velvet Sin and felt it's very thick, it's very polarizing, try Gris. I think it's a better option for you. And in summers, if in case you're looking for something to be used for the wedding purposes, then Gris is actually a good option because it offers you the freshness as well as that hint of roses, and it's not at all sticky. It's very airy, and I think you will love that. It's a fresh floral perfume based on rose with some hint of citruses in it, okay? And performance on this one is again 5 to 6 hours easily when applied on the clothes, and the longevity is 5 to 6 hours when applied on the clothes, and the projection is around 1 to 1.5, I would say 1 hour to 1 hour 15 minutes. Legend is Legend, and Gris is good as well. Let's move on to the next one, which is, let me talk about it by the end, okay? What is this one? Alexandar. Let me talk about Alexandar. Alexandar is Menworks' take on Xerjoff Alexandria 2. And quite frankly, I have used a couple of other clones. They are better than this, okay? But at the pricing that Alexandar comes from Menworks, it's very hard to beat just based on the pricing itself. If in case you can spend more, there are others which are better when it comes to recreating the DNA of Alexandria 2. Over here, Menworks, I think, has tweaked it or, made it a bit different from the OG in certain aspects. Like, for an example, Menworks is a tad bit more sweeter, okay? And somehow, in the dry down, it kind of goes into a blue category. There is a detergenty smell that I get with this particular perfume, and the sweetness over here is a bit more. I don't know, maybe the lavender sage combination is a bit different over here in case of Alexandar. However, the OG Alexandria 2 has got a bit more woody character from the oud, and the oud is a bit more dense and it's a bit different. It's a bit more oody. Over here, you will feel that Alexandar is using Cambodian oud. That is the reason, although it has the hint of oud, but it's a bit more sweeter, fruitier oud than the animalic oud that you will find in Alexandria 2. And kind of, if in case you're looking at the cloning aspect, I would say 70% it would be there. Not head to head, but a very decent work. And where this basically beats the other clones in the market is in the pricing aspect. Under 1,000 rupees, this is one of the best rendition for Alexandria 2 by Xerjoff, which is a very expensive perfume. And the quality on this one has not been compromised as well. It's a very good quality perfume. And I just wanted to mention one more thing. Gris and Alexandar are the perfumes which will make you feel they are very high-end, not perfumes under 1,000 rupees. They do not smell like cheap perfumes with alcoholic blast. Over here, the blend qualities are pretty good for the pricing that it comes at, and you might be surprised by how good the quality of the perfumes are. And that is something commendable from Menworks, I must admit. Alexandar, this is actually a good option as well. But if in case you're looking for the closest Alexandria 2, then this is not the one, but a very good rendition. Performance wise, this is better than Legend and Gris. Around another half an hour more in terms of the longevity, around half an hour more in terms of the projection as well. So 1 to 1.5 hour, this is easily going to project, and around 6 hours to 6.5 hours, this is going to last on your clothes. That is for sure. So that's Alexandar. Now let's talk about Heaven on the Rocks. And Heaven on the Rocks is basically a perfume that is trying to get inspired by Kilian's Angel's Share on the Rocks. And this is, I don't want Menworks to feel bad about it, but this is not the closest to Kilian's Angel Share on the Rocks, because the opening is very, very, very different. What this will basically remind you is going to be like a perfume which I bought from Studio West, which was Buttercream, which is kind of a clone to Acrobake. Acrobake is a perfume which smells like a lemon pie, okay? Very citrusy lemon pie, but it has got a bit of boozy character to that lemon pie. That is the only difference. On the Rocks has got a very different citrusy note, a fresh, airy note to Kilian's Angel Share on the Rocks. There's a bit more bergamot, there's a bit more orange, there is bitter orange over there. Over here, what you will feel, it's more of a lime pie kind of a note, which is a bit gourmand, much gourmand than what you get with Angel Share on the Rocks. And Angel Share has got the note of a apple pie. Over here, it's more of a rum, what do you call that? Rum balls, okay? You have those cakes which has got that note of rum in it. You will feel that this is like that. So it's a key lime pie kind of a smell, which gradually moves on to a rum ball kind of a smell. And is it a bad perfume? Absolutely not. It's a gorgeous perfume. But in terms of this cloning Angel Share, I think it's a bit behind and not the best rendition of Angel Share on the Rocks. But then again, I have only tested this side by side with Angel Shares on the Rock, so I cannot complain much about other clones because I have not tried them. But if in case you're getting this as a standalone perfume for the winters, I think, if you love boozy perfumes and you love the gourmand perfumes and you blend them together and you want something which does the job for both boozy as well as gourmand, it's really good. And Heaven on the Rocks also has got a very good longevity and projection similar to Alexandar. Around 6 hours to 6.5 hours, easily they are going to last on your clothes. And around 1 to 1.5 hours, these are going to project. Blend quality is also good. However, when I initially bought Heaven on the Rocks, I was kind of a bit disappointed because it felt a bit different. It was not alcoholic blast, or there was nothing synthetic about it. It just felt that the perfume needed a bit more time to settle. And once the perfume settled for almost a month, the perfume turned out to be beautiful. So that's Heaven on the Rocks, which you can definitely try out if in case you're looking for a gourmand perfume with some boozy undertones. And last but not the least, I want to talk about Immense from the house of Menworks. This is the most recent purchase, and I think this is the most recent launch from them as well. And this is trying to clone L'Immensité from Louis Vuitton. However, there's a perfume, as you can see, there is Immortal over there, Jean Lowe Immortal, which is my favorite rendition of Louis Vuitton's L'Immensité. And Immense, although is an awesome perfume, I mean, I still love the DNA of Immortal more than Immense. But Immense is really immense when it comes to the performance and projection part, which I'm going to come down to. However, how are they different from the OG? So if in case you have smelled Immortal, Jean Lowe Immortal, that is a bit more on, I mean, amped up on the ginger aspect. The ginger feels very bright, zingy in case of Immortal. In case of Immense, you will feel that the ginger is kind of a bit subdued. The grapefruit takes the center stage over here. That is what I personally felt. And quite frankly, it's a tad bit more sweeter in terms of the overall scent profile. And Immortal is a bit more sharper. Okay, so since I really like the zinginess of ginger, I am more leaning towards Immortal in my personal opinion. However, Immense is a bit more closer to the OG when it comes to the dry down part, not the opening part, because Immense has got some aquaticness to it. Okay, that is missing in Immortal. Aquaticness meaning if in case you have used Acqua di Gio, if you have used Rasasi Havas, there is a kind of an aquaticness, okay, that you get in the perfume. You can say eggy vibe in a way. It's not eggy vibe, it's not off-putting, it's not something which is going to make you go like this. But there is a slight aquatic vibe to the perfume that you're gonna get with something like Acqua di Gio, Rasasi Havas, and then L'Immensité has also got that aquaticness. That aquaticness is something that Immortal does not have in its, scent profile. It's more on the sage, geranium, those herbal notes, sharp citruses, green notes. Those are more evident, spices. Those are more evident and amped up in case of Immortal. Immense, on the other hand, kind of focuses more on that aquatic part. And if in case you want that aquatic sweetness in your perfume, which is a bit more closer to the DNA of Louis Vuitton's L'Immensité, then Immense is actually better. However, since I do not like that particular nuance in the perfume, I tend to prefer more Immortal, but I do get the part where it is doing its thing, okay? And the transition part for Immense is going to be decent as well. You will feel that the perfume has a journey. And that is something that I want to mention for Menworks. I mean, Menworks has done a really good job when it comes to the journey of the perfumes. Each of the perfume, barring Legend, because Legend in itself is a simple perfume based on the DNA of Kaaf, so I'm not expecting much. But apart from that, every single perfume has got a very good transition and a journey, which is commendable for a perfume which sells less than 1,000 rupees. Like, top notch. And when it comes to Immense, the performance and projection of Immense is actually immense. I was surprised to see that, I mean, see, Immortal lasts. That is true. And Immortal projects as well. But as of now, Immortal is selling around 2,000 or 2,200 rupees for a 100 ml bottle. Although in terms of the pricing, this will be around 16 to 1700 in terms of a 100 ml basis. But since this is available in 50 ml as well, which is below 1,000 rupees, offering a very good projection and longevity, I am kind of really impressed by Immense, because it has got a bit of ambroxan in it as well, which helps really well with the projection and propagation of the perfume. It is something that anybody around you will be able to notice. I applied it on my clothes, and even on the second hour, I mean 2 hours after I've applied it, I was still getting whiffs of this particular perfume due to ambroxan, which was incredible. The longevity on my clothes was easily between 6.5 hours to 7 hours even in a controlled AC environment. Although this is summer over here and I'm working in my bank and there's AC running, but at the same time 6 to 7 hours mark, this perfume kind of lasted on my clothes. And as a freshie, this is something very hard to pull. Menworks with their Immense has done that. So a very good projection and longevity. Around 1.5 hours, this will project easily, maybe 2 hours, because I experienced something like that. And the longevity part was around like 6.5 to 7 hours easily when applied on the clothes. And a perfume selling at less than 1,000 rupees, trying to clone and not trying to clone, is actually cloning Longveity DNA to a very good margin, around 80% I would say, and then offering a very good high quality blend, truly good. So if I were to purchase the perfumes and I were to rank them, this is how I would have ranked them, not from the perspective of like my preferences, because if you ask my preferences, then Immense will be at the end because I don't like aquatic notes, and Legend will be at fourth because somehow I really don't enjoy the DNA of Kaaf much. However, for me, Gris would be something that would be at number 2. Heaven on the Rocks is something that would be at number 1 for me, although, and Alexandar would be at number 3 for me. Reason is very simple. In terms of the freshy perfumes, I have better choices that I would want to go for, and I will not get these. But for the winter or the like moderate temperature, I think I would happily enjoy these perfumes. That is for sure. Even for the weddings during the summer, I can definitely go for Gris. And Alexandar as a whole, if in case I want to smell like Alexandria too, and at the same time I don't want to spend a lot of money, then that's actually something that I can actually go for. So my take would be Heaven on the Rocks, Gris, Alexandar, and then it would be Legend, and then it would be Immense if I was giving my perspective. But what should you do as a beginner? I would suggest this. Because summer is running as of now, if in case you want to start your journey and you're confused in 2026 which Menworks perfume to buy, start with Immense. It's actually good. It will give you the vibe of Longveity. But what if you do not like that aquaticness? Then chances are you might not like Legend as well, because there is an aquatic note attached to it as well. But if in case you do, these two are good enough for the summers, you know. They are really good. And along with this, what if your use case is a wedding? Then try Gris and Alexandar and this one on the rocks. Keep it for the winters. If in case you're buying as of now, storing them so that you can use them in the winters, then these two are better for you. So that is kind of my ranking for you. And I know it's pretty hard to choose like top 5 or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and each of the perfumes have done exceptionally well in terms of the blend quality and projection. So my verdict is this. Menworks, if you are listening, you are doing a really good job when it comes to the perfumes. Quite frankly, you're doing absolutely stunning. But launching one perfume every single month or launching more than one perfume every single month seems very taxing. If me as a reviewer is getting tired, understand the mindset of the consumer. I think people will get tired at some point in time and they will just feel that, okay, another Menworks perfume is dropping. That entire hard work that you're doing based around the perfumes will be lost. That is completely my perspective. I could be wrong over here. As a consumer, you let me know. Launching perfumes every single month, a new perfume, is it a good practice? Do you actually want that? If in case you do, then I think Menworks will read the comments and feel that, okay, we are on the right path, if in case they're watching the video. If you comment that, no, this is absolutely something that is taxing for us, maybe brands, if Menworks watches this, maybe they will understand your sentiments and maybe do something about their entire launch program that they are doing. I don't know. I'm just trying to share my opinion, but you do let me know yours, what you feel regarding the perfumes. And I would want you to go ahead, let me know what you feel about any of the perfumes. If in case you have tested them, tried them, do share your opinion, do share your feedback. If in case you have any queries or concerns, do let me know in the comment section. I will try and answer them as soon as possible. Or you can connect with me via Instagram as well, which is Saga Online, and I will respond you over there via DM. Although I'm a bit slow to respond in Instagram, but I'm still trying. So with that, this is Deep signing off. I'll see you on the next one very soon. Bye-bye.